praise and honor and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who teach the word of truth and sincerity. Shalom to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching the same word of truth and in sincerity. Okay, across the four corners of the globe, the hopeful elect, who are the hopeful elect. All right, we come back again with another video, another week. We spread power Yahawah, preaching the word of sincerity, man. Because we are at that time. We living in that time of judgment from the Most High, man. All right, and then living in that time and judgment, you should know that there are signs, man. There are obvious signs to those that have ears to see and ears to hear and eyes to see, man. Okay, we are at that time, man. All right, the Most High is about to bring judgment on this place, man. All right, and as we each day that passes, we inching closer and closer to the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, we got Trump over the week. Because today is Sunday, so over the week you had Trump drop. It was about Friday night, Syrian time. You had Trump drop or order 59 missiles to drop on strategic locations in Syria, man. And if you know anything about Syria, you know that Russia is a guard and a major ally to the Syrian nation, man. Primarily to the Assad regime, man. And you had the so-called, we don't know if it was real, we don't know if it was a false flag, but what we do know is that Trump took it on himself to do what, man? To drop bombs over there, man, without talking to anybody, man. When I say anybody, I mean other nations, man, or letting these nations know when the job was already done, okay? And that's prophesied in the scriptures, man. This is inching us closer and closer to this World War III, man, because there is going to be a hot World War III. We're already in the early stages of World War III, man. But this is about to get even hotter, man. And by Trump doing that, what it do? By Trump doing that, it further exacerbated relationships between the two major powers, i.e. America and Russia, man. Okay, because the Most High is about to judge this place accordingly, as he said in the scriptures. Why? For the destruction of his people, okay? For the destruction of the land, the earth, okay? Yahawashi is about to judge this place, man. You Edomites, you're going to be at the forefront of it, man. You're going to be at the forefront of this judgment, man. And 2/3 of our own people, man. Because this word is for the elect. So let me give you the scripture, man. This is the first scripture I want to bring out. This is going to be 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. How do you measure the time diligently in itself, man? Okay? You look at by watching the prophecies, man. How do you watch the prophecy? First, you reading the scriptures, you got a proper understanding, okay? And then you look and see what's going on in this world that we're living in, man. And see how are these things pushing us closer to the third woe, which is the third world war. How are they inching closer to the microchip, which is the mark of the beast? How is it inching closer to Jacob's trouble, okay? Which is going to be the time of great tribulation for the people on this side here, man. Right? It says, and he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand. Then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay? So we see that the times that we're living in, the Most High is about to visit this world in which he made. Who's the Most High? The one the world he calls God, his name is Yahawah. The one the world he calls Jesus, his name is Yahawashi. Who are his people? Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? We're the Israelites the Bible speaks of, all right? That is a lot. We're the Israelites the Bible speaks of, all right? Okay? So, reading on, it says, then shalt thou understand, then shalt you know, because these prophecies are coming in true, man. So, these prophecies are coming true. And so, by these prophecies that have been written beforehand, which the Lord told us about beforehand, guess what? When we see these prophecies happen, the scripture says, then shalt thou understand. Then you're going to understand. Okay? Then shalt thou understand. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So all these things, the Most High, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, spoke beforehand. Who did he speak beforehand to? To the prophets, and they spoke it to the Lord's people, man. And they published it in the earth, man. Like we're doing right now, this very moment, we're publishing in the earth, in the earth, man. Because the majority of these Americans, they don't understand global politics. They don't understand how major of a deal American striking Syria is, man. They don't understand that. I was just reading an article today on RT News, and one of the Russia's political people said that basically that's by America striking Syria, it's further strained relationship between America and Russia, man. What you think that's going to do is bringing them closer to battle, man. All right. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which that's happening, man. You got major earthquakes happening and uproars of the people all over the world, man. Major ones, man. You just had 2 major earthquakes, 2 to 3 major earthquakes a couple of days ago, all right? Then you've seen the uproars of the people all throughout the earth, all throughout the Americas, even North America, man. Japan, Europe, okay? Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before, even from the beginning. That's right. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effect and signs. That's right, man. Okay, and these signs are being manifest, man. Okay, this strike in Syria is just gonna get worse, man. It's gonna cool down and it's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get hot again. This is gonna get even worse, man. Right? Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed. And that's what we're faith, man. That's what we come to preach this word to, man. You don't people seeing them by trying to ask questions pertaining to salvation. Because these people in the world, they don't think they have anything to be saved from, man. And then you got Israelites going to these churches claiming to be saved every Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you go to church, whenever you go to your so-called masjids, whenever you go to your holes in the wall, because you ain't praising Yahawah Yahawashi. You really worshiping Satan, man. When you worshiping all of those other deities, man. Because that ain't got nothing to do with the God of the Bible, the Savior of the Bible, Yahawah Yahawashi. Right? So everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape his works is his judgment. And everyone that shall be saved are the elect, are these people on this side here, man. Okay? If you see yourself on this side here, hey, you might be an Israelite, man. And if you are Israelite, hey, you might be part of the elect, man. All right? To everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be able to preserve from the said peril, because that's what's coming to this place, man. That's what's coming to America. Perils, man. Perils mean hard time, bad time, troubling times, great troubling times, man. You see all of this stuff happening all over the earth, but you don't really see it happening here in America, but it's coming. Okay, especially during the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to inflict a mass death, pain, destruction to the children of Israel. And in order to be saved out of those perils and what the Lord talked about, first you got to believe on Yahawashi. You got to have faith in Yahawashi, which is a gift, as the scriptures speak. Okay, you got to know His name. Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, as it speaks about in Proverbs. Okay? What is his name? What is his son's name? It is not God and Jesus. It's not a high in Yeshaya. It's not the Most High and Christ blessed. No, it's Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. That's the name of the Lord, man. But you see, these everyday Americans, man, they really believe that things will go like this, man. They will keep working their 40 hours a week. They will go out on the weekends, rioting, drunkenness, and shopping, and living the carefree, careless life, man. But they don't know that right under their nose, this Third World War is being brewed, man. Okay, you got the right guy in the office, man. And we support Trump, man. Why? Because he's going to usher in the Third World War. He's going to usher in the coming of our Lord, Yahawashi, man. Why? Because he's doing it. It's happening. Okay? So you ain't got to wait 40 and 30 years. There ain't going to be that kind of time, man. This is any moment now you can wake up and bam, on the news, America and Russia is in the Third World War, man. Hot. Okay? The draft coming back. Okay? All kinds of destruction is coming here and it's spoken about in the Holy Bible, the scriptures, man. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation and my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. The sanctified ones for the Most High that's fitted for salvation is the elect, man. The elect of Israel, man. Okay? The elect of Israel, because Israel is scattered across all four corners of the globe, man. As per the curses of Deuteronomy 28, all right? And not only that, you got a large concentration of Israelites here in North, Central, and South America, man. And the elect is going to be grabbed up from out of them and all across the whole earth in which we were scattered at, man. All right? Okay? Okay, all right, man. Yeah, we do know. We don't know. Okay? Esau don't know, man. It wasn't given to him, man. Reading on. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. Who are those that's going to be in pitiful case that abuse the Lord's ways? 2/3 of Israel, man. 2/3 of Israel. Because see, the Lord ain't dealing with none of these other nations. Yahawah don't give a damn about none of these other nations. Let me get that real quick. Amos 3 and 1. The Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So this is the reason why these people on this side here are in total disarray and decay and destruction, man. Because the Most High has judged us for our transgressions, our iniquities, man. This is the reason why we're not in our land, Israel, man. Because the Most High judges for our iniquities. All you talking about these countries, so-called leaders that run everything, that run the industries of all the earth, that run all the major financial industries, man, and even the minor ones. The Lord's not talking about them. The Lord's talking about these people here on this side here. These so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians, you the Israelites, the Bible speaks of, okay? And the Most High said he's only known us, okay? So reading back on in 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 9, it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which have abused my ways, which is the 2/3 of Israel. You abuse the Lord's ways, man. Okay? And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. That's right. Here it is, the Most High set out his select men, start off with his apostles, elders, and the brothers on down, to preach to you the ways of the Most High. Telling you to follow the Lord's commandments, man. But you abuse his ways. You cast them off despitefully, man. But then when something major happened in your life, you want to say, oh, I believe in the Lord. God help us. Jesus help us. Which that's not even the Lord's name. But the fact of the matter is, that's when you want to come running to the Lord, man. And the scriptures say, in their affliction, they shall seek me early, man. All right? So you cast them off despitefully. You just walk by the men of the Lord. We out here preaching to you week in and week out, day in and day out. And the most you could do is scoff. The most you could do is dismiss us, man. Because we don't have a suit on and a tie. And we got a basket out asking for your money, man. You see? all the haughtiness of this world. You see that? You see, that's haughtiness, man. That's pride, man. But that's America. America walks in that same pride, like, I'm the best thing that happened. I'm the best. I'm God's gift to man. You know, I'm 2 birds of Israel. You do the same thing. You walking in pride, man. And you casting away off the Lord's law, his word, despite it. And it says, for such as in their life have received benefits, verse 9, then shall there be a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So you that cast away the Lord's word, his laws, way despitefully, you're gonna dwell in torment, man. Hey, before the nuclear missiles, man, you're gonna have martial law. Why is martial law gonna happen? Because the economy gonna collapse. You're gonna have people out here starving, offending, robbing, killing, stealing each other. This is gonna be a lawless time, man. A lawless place, man. Okay, you're gonna have wild beasts. All kinds of torments gonna happen to you, man. Okay? Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. That's right. We were just talking about some of those benefits. You got the ability to so-called travel. You got the ability to purchase goods, services, okay, to get money, to have a nice job, go to your little your colleges, okay? You're receiving the benefits of this world, okay? But you have not known the Lord, man. You know, we actually people, you know who the Most High is, you know who the Lord is? Yeah, I know him. I got a relationship with him. That's what our people say, man. You can't tell me nothing. You can't judge me. That's what they say, man. But such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. So you receive these benefits that you made a deal with Esau, the so-called white man, the Edomites. You made some type of deals and covenant with them. You take him as he's your God, and you got some benefits from it. But you ain't know the Lord. You get a nigga a winner an Oscar or a Grammy, and the first thing out of his mouth, I want to thank God. I want to thank God. But you're not thinking the Most High. Okay? And the Most High doesn't need anything, and your idol worship. Okay? It says, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and to show you who that they are, let's get that real quick. Isaiah. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. And that's Israel. 2/3 of Israel refuse to hear the law of the Lord. Okay? You want to hear lies. Okay? It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. You want to hear what Esau likes to say. You would hear the Esau's laws, his tax laws, his judicial laws, his labor laws. You niggas uphold that shit, man. But when we bring out the laws of the Lord, you don't want to hear it, man. You too good for that, man. Oh, that's the Lord of the Old Testament. Then we bring out in the New Testament that Yahawashi, who we call Jesus, didn't do away with the law, and you find another reason to discount it, man. All right? Verse 9, Isaiah 30 and 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. Would say to the seers, see not. Who are the seers? The prophets, man. Because that's what the prophet does. It speaks beforehand. That's what it means to speak beforehand. We're telling you what's going to happen. By way of Yahawashi out of his book. But our people, you don't take the law of the Lord serious. lies, preach to you lies, you get mad at us, man. It says, when say to the sea, so you say to us, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. That's right, you don't want us to prophesy to you the right things, man. Telling you that destruction is coming, man. Telling you that Yahawashi is about to judge 2/3 of his own people as well as the rest of this world, man. You don't want to hear that, man. You want to hear that the Lord loves everybody, that God loves everybody, the Lord died on the cross, everybody sinned. No, that's not the case, man. That's not what the scriptures say. That's not what the law say. That's not what the Lord Yahawashi said. He says different. But you don't want to hear that. We took you to the scriptures to show you verbatim that the so-called white man is Edom, the nation of Edom. Okay, that he's a nation of Edom, that he's a despicable beast. But you don't want to hear that. You let us do. You let us, man, yo. You support this man in all his endeavors, man. You keep him up, man. When the Edomites start getting put down, you're going to be like, oh, man, you run in front of the bullet, man. Super house nigga, man. Coons, man. You know? And see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. We're telling you the destruction and the calamities that's about to happen, man. We warning you about World War III, man, which is the third world war. We're warning you about the R5 Egypt, which is the mark of the beast. Revelation 13 and 16 on down. Revelation 14 and 9 on down. But you, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. Don't prophesy to us that. Prophesy, tell us that the whole world's gonna go into the kingdom. Tell us that the so-called white man can make it. That's what you want us to tell you, man. But we're not gonna tell you that. We're gonna tell you the truth. It says, prophesy unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. And that's what these pastors and these preachers in these churches, that's now you're starting to see a lot of them come up against the men of the Lord, talking about we ain't the Israelites, and so-called white man, not the nation of Edom, that this is a wild religion. This ain't no religion, man. This is our heritage, man. It just so happens that the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, guess what? That you're the Lord's people, and that the Bible was made for you, not for the whole world, man. They don't have any understanding. They're not spiritual. These people out here, they're not spiritual about anything, man. This world is all about carnality. It just so happens that the Lord's people are the most spiritual people on the earth, man. Okay? Especially people unto the Most High. But right now, 2/3 of his own people are acting like heathens, man. So the Most High casts you off as heathens, man. Okay? So you want us to prophesy to you deceit, man. You don't want us to prophesy unto you the right thing. You don't. Our people have been in slavery so long that they think that the key, the answer to their affliction is that everybody lives together in unity and in unison. But that's not the case, man. Everybody's not supposed to live together in unison and unity. This is not that. The Most High, Yahawashi, is not a God of all unity, man. But you don't understand that. You don't want to hear that, man. That's not a word for you, man. Okay? Wherefore, thus says the Holy One of Israel. Salah. Verse 11. I'll start at verse 10 again. We'll say to the seers, see not. And to the prophets, prophesy unto us, not unto us. Prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deceit. Get you out the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's right, because you think, because you know, 2/3 killed the prophets, man. Because they thought that by getting us out the way, it was going to stop the Holy One of Israel, man. By giving up Yahawashi, which is not a so-called white man, he's a so-called Negro. By giving up, this is a depiction of it. By giving up you thought that was going to push away the prophecy. You didn't realize that was confirming the prophecies and pushing the prophecies even more. You thought that by killing us, getting us out the way, that was going to cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from it. But it's not, man. You see, all out here, we out here in Hawaii, New York, Texas, Dallas, Houston, just to name a few places, UK, Holland, all over the earth, man, Germany, all over the earth, we out here preaching this truth. You think this is work of, man, this is work of Yahawashi, man, that we raising up and we speaking his word, and these people still don't hear us, man. It's really like being in a mentoring program where everybody just kind of just walking by, they don't even notice you, man. They don't even hear the words that you're really saying, man. Okay? Another thing, speaking about our people, you've been in captivity so long, you don't even notice that these other nations round about you are your enemies, man. That these nations that's round about you, I don't care whether they're Chinese, Japanese, Asian, white, so-called white, African, East Indians, Arabs. You see these people around you every day and you think that they're your friends, man. Click up with them, you do things with them, but you don't know that they're your enemies, man. You don't know that, okay? You don't know that these other nations, while you talking about unity and bringing all people together, you don't know that these other nations, they're not thinking that way of you, okay? Here in America, so-called Chinese, Japanese, Asian, Polynesians, Filipinos, they're the second most wealthiest group of people in America, man. Are they sharing their wealth with these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? No, man. They don't even want you with their daughters, man. Okay? It was a time in the earth where the sons of the Most High, which is us, the sons of the Most High, when we saw the daughters of men, which are these heathen nations, and we took them to us, they was happy about it, man. Now, they despise us, man, which is part of the curses. But nonetheless, it's the fact of the matter is that you all about deceit. Our people like to hear lies, man. If we was out here handing out feathers and flowers, calling on Jesus Christ and God, you people be with it, man. But we out here telling you the Lord's true name and his true attributes and who he is truly, you don't want to hear it. We don't know. Wherefore, thus says the Holy One of Israel, Yahawashi, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, that's right, because you despise this word and because you trust in oppression, again, we are all oppressed. You know, even our women are oppressing the men in our nations, man. We are oppressed, man. But our people trust in oppression. It says, because you despise the word and trust in oppression and perverseness, which these people on this side here, you all about perverseness and wicked acts, man. I mean, where can you start? Homosexuality, lesbianism, pedophilia, murdering, adultery, okay, transgenderism, whatever it is, these people right here on this side here, you are deeply steeped in that, man. Okay? So because you despise the word and trust in oppression, trust in the so-called white man who is oppressing you even to this very day, and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of the high wall, whose break cometh suddenly and at an instant. And that's when this real hell that's about to hit this earth is going to hit 2/3 of Israel, man. Because Jake's not watching, man. You're not watching, Jake. Israel, you just sleep, man. You ain't watching either. You can care less about what's going on over there in Syria and how the Third World War is being fomented. You can care less about how Esau is about to come up against you and destroy you. You can care less. So you're going to fall in that at a sudden, man. You're going to fall into that, man. You're going to fall into that, man. So it's going to come suddenly, man, at an instant. And he shall break it as a breaking of a potter. So the Most High is going to break 2/3 of the breaking of a potter. Yeah. This is the broken pieces, that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that this shall not be found any in the bursting of it, in a shred to take fire from herewith, from the earth, or take water withal out of the pit. So when the Most High bring this destruction, because that's how this nuclear destruction will hit America. It's gonna come at a set. It's gonna be a nice, beautiful, sunny day like this. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, you people, you didn't even know that hell is on shit. Jacob's trouble is gonna be going on at the same time, man. In the midst of all of this, the Third World War. In the midst of all of this, okay. And all of a sudden, the Most High is gonna bring that destruction on you, man. That destruction with your nuclear weapons, ultimately, it's not gonna leave nothing left, man. It ain't gonna be nothing left to say, this is God. All this gonna be destroyed, man. And that same Edomite, the so-called white man who you like to say, guess what? They're gonna be destroyed on this side. Except for the elite, man. They're going to the hardcore. Okay? And you're going to know in that day that the Yahawashi is the one that did it. Okay? So let me go back to chapter 9. See, we out here week in and week out, man, and years on end, man. I see what the apostles are saying, man. You know, they have never stopped pushing this word. And we learn from them to never stop pushing this word, no matter what, man. But it's going to come a time when all these words that we speak in the name of Yahawashi are going to come to truth and reality, and that's when you're going to know it, man. That's when you're going to see it, okay? Receive benefits that have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when was yet a place of repentance was open unto them, understood not. And that's what we at right now. The time of repentance is at hand for the children of Israel. For these people on this side, the people that go back to people on this side here by way of their fathers, the time of repentance is now. Before all that hell breaks, okay, before the day turns dark, before the job ceases, this is a time for our people to repent. But you got liberty, but you don't want to take that liberty. Okay? You don't want to take that liberty. You just want to, you see us on the corners all throughout the earth, man. Yet it doesn't click in your mind that, hey, man, something might be up to this, man. Something might be true about this, man. So many men believe this. Why are they doing what they're doing, man? But it don't click in none of your heads. You're like, you people are dead, man. These people are literally walking dead, zombies, man. You think a zombie is somebody that dies, come back to life, and eats your brains? No. People out here are walking zombies, man. Shopping zombies, okay? You know, vacationing zombies, okay? They ain't trying to wake up to the truth, man. You niggas think you made it. You Hispanics and Native Americans, you really think you made it, man. Mexicans, you rednecks, you think you made it, man. You ain't made it, man. You ain't made it, man. You ain't free, man. You still being oppressed because you can go to a sushi bar or you can go to a place to get some jewelry. You think you made it? You think this is freedom? No, this ain't freedom, man. As long as your enemies walk amongst you free, unchained, can do what they want, untamed. Hey, nah, man. As long as wickedness, as being able to be proliferated on this earth, man, and righteousness scarcely, nah, man. As long as the children of Israel are continually serving all these other nations, man, I think it's funny and it's cool. You can dismiss us because we don't have no power yet, but we got the power of Yahawashi. He's speaking, man. There's going to come a time where the Lord will stop speaking. We won't return to the 100. Jeremiah 16:16. Jeremiah 16:16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, and that's what we're doing. Well, we come out here week in and week out fishing, man. And fishing not an easy task, man. Like, sometimes you might be out there all day and you don't catch nothing, man. Other days you might be out there, you might catch one or two. Other days, good fish, man. Sometimes you might catch a fish, but it's a bad fish. You gotta throw it back, man. Okay? But nonetheless, that's what we're doing. We're fishing for the advantage of these people on this side. Okay? The people that go back to these people on this side, man. On their forefathers' lineage, man. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said Yahawashi, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, out of the hole of the rocks. Okay? That's every government, every high position place on the earth, every one of them churches, which are the rocks, the holes in the walls, the prison holes. Okay? Not just talking about the jail cells, but where you go to continue to go be put to sleep, man, and lullaby to sleep, man. The Most High is going to raise up hunters. Right now we're fishing, but soon the Most High is going to turn up to fishers. We're going to be hunters, man. And who you think we're going to hunt first, man? Let's get it. Ezekiel 9 and 40. Ezekiel 9 and 40. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry. Now, mark is a dawah, it's a party, man. Okay? The name is Yahawashi outside. That's mark of the Egyptian, man. Mark of the Egyptian, right? And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay? Because that's the only ones that's crying about all of this stuff that's happening, man. All the abominations that's done in the midst. But again, we spoke about homosexuality, lesbianism, pedophilia. We spoke about all of that, all of those things. Those few things about how that's an abomination, man. But unjust balance, man. The judicial system, all of the things that are happening to the children of Israel is an unjust balance. And the only ones that sign cry for that abomination. So the Lord said, go about and set a mark upon the men. Go and this is the woman. This is a people before it's a place. So all of these people on this side, just like the side, we are supposed to be, man. We are the Lord's living monument, man. Okay? And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men, because the Lord's dealing with men, okay? That sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have any pity. So the Most High is going to start at his own. The Most High is going to start at it's like us, old and young, both maids and little children. Like you had Trump on TV a couple days ago, talking about old and little children that died in a gas attack, chemical attack, so-called chemical attack, old and little children. Hey, the Most High is not going to spare little children, man. The Most High is not going to spare the old. The Most High is not going to spare the young. And he damn sure not going to spare the female, man. Okay? So what is this, man? You know, you covered the woman and the children so much, but the Most High said the first people he's going to strike out. It's like utterly, old and young, both maids and little children, women and little children, young women and little children, and maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom it is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So the Most High, when he brings the perspective on the people, he's going to start at the old men, the ancient, that know better. Okay? He's going to start with the young men, the young women, the children, man. That's the kind of destruction that's coming here, man. But you people, you don't hear that. In your mind, men are off, little children are off limits, man, when it comes to being destroyed. Old people, women. But meanwhile, this whole earth is on a vibration of a feminine vibration, man. You got women doing whatever they want. You got women judges. You got women leading. You got women driving. You got women doing all these things, running industry. And you see what's happening. A whole bunch of confusion, man. Because in 1 minute, they want to say they equal. But then as soon as somebody get on you females, do something to you, the first thing you want to say, oh, that's a female. You shouldn't do that. She didn't deserve that. But then you look at this chick, track record. Hey, she's all out there. She's all out there. She a freak. Okay? Okay? She gabbing in the broad, drunkenness, all kinds of stuff is happening, man. And that's why a lot of these other nations are fighting against America, man. Because that's America's chief export, man. You talk about made in America, hey, man, lesbianism, homosexuality, pedophilia, women's lib, okay? What is that, the feminist movement? All that's made in America, man. And it's exported to these other countries, man. And now these other countries seeing what's happening, man. Okay, so the Most High is going to destroy all of those people of his own people, man. And this is not new. The Most High, even in the ancient times, destroyed his own people for going off, man. Okay? Just read about what happened when King David tried to number the children of Israel, man. Okay? Read about when the Israelite people in one day, and that was counting men and their children and all their substance, man. Swallowed them up, man. But you don't hear that. The first thing you say out your mouth is, oh, that's the old guy. That's the wrathful and vengeful guy. Hey, the Most High say this, man. It's, Malachi. Malachi chapter 3. Malachi 3. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, Yahawashi, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Most High said he changed not. Therefore the sons of Jacob, who are the sons of Jacob, man? The 12 tribes, man. Therefore we ain't wholly consumed, man. Even in our going off in our wickedness, man. There's still Israelites here on this earth, man. We're not consumed, man. Because the Lord promised us that we was going to be as a sand in the sea. He promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that what? That our people were going to be everlasting people to him, and that his covenant between us and our forefathers was going to forever last, man. He said that, man. Okay? But that don't mean the Lord ain't going to cut 2/3 of his own people down. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off. That's 2/3. And die. 2 parts shall be cut off and die. But the 1/3 shall be left therein. The 1/3 is 1/3, the elect. The 144,000 men. Okay? Then you got the mixed multitude of men, women, and children, man. Out of all these nations, man. That's Israelites, man. Okay? But the 1/3 shall be left therein. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. That's another thing. That's the most important thing. That's a key fact in this whole faith of ours, man. You got to know the Lord's name, man. But you got people cutting his name off, man. You're not putting no respect on the Lord's name, man. What's the Lord's name? What is his son's name? If thou can tell, man. Yahawah, and his son name is Yahawashi, man. That's it, man. And there's power in that name, all right? But nonetheless, the Lord said he's going to cut off 2/3 of his own people, man. So tens of millions of Israelites across the world, you're going to die, man. You're going to be destroyed, man. But you don't want to hear that. They will never tell you that in church, man. They will never come across these scriptures in church, man. Why? Why? Because it's going to stop their money. And that's why you got these so-called pastors and preachers coming up against the men of the Lord, because their money getting low and they getting upset. So now they're trying to detract their members, their congregation, from going, figuring out the truth, man. Okay? From figuring out the truth. All right? Back in Ezekiel. Chapter 9. Let me go to 2 Peter, 1 Peter. First Peter 4 and 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So judgment going to start at everybody that knows that they're Israelites, man. All right? Salah. Yeah, judgment is going to start with everyone that knows they're an Israelite, man. Okay? And then, what about the people that believe not? What about the ungodly? Where are they going to be? They're going to be destroyed, man. No hope, man. No hope. And this is the best we get for all these heathen nations on this side. Okay? And 2/3 of Israel, you're going to have to be happy with this until you come back to the kingdom as newborn children of the Israelites, man. But this is the best we get on this side for these heathens, man. Okay, it says, if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the Most High, the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? That's right, man. The righteous are the elect. We're going to be part of the elect. We're going to be scarcely saved, man. That day is going to be so bad, you're going to be thinking like, man, I pray the Lord get me out of here, man. You in the corner, you stuck somewhere, you see the destruction that's happening. You're going to be saying in your mind, I pray Yahawashi get me up out of here, man. But the ungodly, where they going to appear, man? The sinner, where they going to appear, man? Okay? See, these people think that doing good is helping somebody out, giving somebody $1 if they poor, or giving a poor dude a sandwich or something, man, or helping an old lady across the street with her bags, man. You think that that's good, man? That's not good. Okay, what is good to the Most High, man? What is love of the Most High? Is that we follow His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous, man. That's the love of the Most High. Okay, but you don't understand. You think that sin is you might say, oh, that's breaking the Lord's law. But then when we bring the Lord's law, you're going to say, well, Christ nailed it to the cross. No, He didn't. Where's that in the scriptures, man? Where's that in the scriptures, man? Nowhere to be found. But you say these things when you condemn in your own mind, man. Okay? Right? When you condemn in your own mind, you say things such as that. This is the last thing that's on your mind because it's not the first thing that's happening to you right now. When you gotta wake up in the morning or evening, you see total destruction around you, man, that's when you wanna say, oh, I believe, Lord, help me. Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. That's right. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. That's the thing. People inside here, they hate knowledge. Choose knowledge and wisdom. They choose not to fear the Most High. You fear Esau. You fear losing your job. You fear another nigga. You fear all these things that man, the scriptures say, fear not man, him that can only destroy the body, but rather fear him that can destroy both the body, and the spirit and the body. And hell, man. And hell is the grave, man. Hell is coming back here in this earth in this condition, man. If the Lord will see you back here jacked up, man. But you choose not to fear the Lord. Okay? It says for they hated knowledge. That's right, you hate knowledge. How do you hate knowledge? By His word, man. You see the Lord's been out here speaking His word, but you can care less, man. It's the last thing on your mind, man. It literally is the last thing on your mind. But then when something happens, then they want to say, I believe, I'm with it, I know, help me, show me the way. No, man, you don't get out of here, man. Hey, what the Lord say? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. That's right, you young, you got energy, you know what I mean? You could be doing whatever, taking over the world, you know what I'm saying? But you supposed to remember the Lord now, man, in your youth, man. While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh. And when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Don't try to say that you believe in the Lord when you don't have no pleasure in the days, man. When you can no longer shop and eat and do what you will, man. Don't try to come seek the Lord when all hell breaking loose. Now you want to get right, man. Because that's what Israel do. You're going to see a whole lot of that, man. You're going to see a whole lot of that coming these last days, man. The rest of these few last days that this kingdom, man. You're going to see a lot of these jakes. You go on this side here talking about, I'm going to get right now, I want to know. Teach me, show me the way. But in that day, the Lord says, back in Proverbs 1:28, back in Proverbs 1:28, it says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. So the Most High is not going to answer you in that day. Okay? You're going to be calling on Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Hare Krishna, Buddha. The Lord's not going to hear that, because that ain't the Lord's name. And then for all you Israelites that claim to be doing the truth and know the Lord's name, hey, the Lord's not going to hear you then. Only the elect. It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. That's right, man, because when all hell breaks loose, all the men of the Lord, you're going to try to search us out, man. Starting off with the apostles and the elders, you're going to be on 34th Street, 34th and 7th. You're going to be on 34th and 33rd and 7th, I think that is. Okay, you're going to try to come out here to Waikiki. You're going to go to LA. You're going to go to on those main strips. You're going to go all over the earth trying to seek the Lord. You're going to go on to YouTube, try to type it in. Oh, what's the Lord's name? Oh, I remember it. And type it in, but YouTube is going to be down. Internet's going to be down. Okay? It says, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Because what the scripture say? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, man. You got these so-called scientists and these so-called people of knowledge. They don't know anything, man. The majority of them don't even believe in the Lord, man. Okay? You'll say everything happened out of chaos, that the Lord don't exist, that we're just here. So you got Edomites over everybody on the earth, but we just here. Everybody's suffering. The earth is mourning. When the scripture said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. You got the wicked in authority now, and people are mourning. But you don't see it. Okay? You don't see it. Especially you average everyday Americans, man. You just can't see that this place is going to get destroyed, man. You think cars going to keep riding up the streets? You think these busy places of industry going to keep bustling and making money, hand over fist? You're going to eat ice cream and you're going to drink your Starbucks? You're just going to love on each other, do what you want? Do you really think that's going to last, man? But that time is up, man. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me. He said, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. And that's right. You despise reproof, man. People on this side, and you despise reproof. Hey, all this world, man. When you tell somebody, hey man, you going off, you doing something wrong. You can't judge me, nigga. Don't tell me nothing. Only God can judge me. But when you getting judged right there and then, you smoking cigarettes, you getting cancer. Okay, you doing drugs, you getting tearing your body up. Okay, you being a homosexual, a pedophile, tearing your body up. Okay, fighting disease to you. So you put none of the Most High's counsel, but despise my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So the fruit of your own way is destruction, man. Okay? Especially the nigga woman. The nigga woman, she's stupid, man. She's stupid, man. Okay? The women on this side here, so-called black, African American women, you are stupid, man. Okay, you got nothing, man. And you the proudest, man. Walking around with fake hair, makeup, a fake face, fake bottoms, fake tops. And you really think that somebody's dealing with you, man. You want somebody real. You want to hear, you want a man of integrity, man. But you're a woman of lies, man. And just like Jake, man, you Jake, man, you think that you deserve everything that's pleasurable and good to life, man. You don't understand judgment. You don't understand the ways of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. When you see these Edomites and these other nations prospering, which are fools, because the fool has said in his heart that there is no power, there is no God, guess what? The fool that say that, our people follow that, man. And it says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them. So, turning away of the simple, the Lord's going to slay you. And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So you see these Edomites and these other nations, what they doing to get wealthy and all this other stuff, that's going to destroy you, man. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safe and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. Evil means bad timing, man. So whoever hears the Most High, follow His word, hey, to you, Lord willing to us, we're going to be kept away that day. We're going to be safe, man. Okay? You're not going to be able to keep trying to play dead in that day. Okay? In that day, when that day of turmoil, all kinds of stuff happening here, you're not going to be able to play dead. That's not going to work. Because right now, that's what people are doing. Majority of the people in this side here, you playing dead, man. And you like it. You like it, man. All right? See, again, we ain't out here, because we're not out here doing the things that you think a man of the Lord is supposed to do. Giving out bread baskets, giving out sandwiches, rehabbing the drug addicts, and collecting money, and driving around in a fancy car, dressing up in a suit with a tie on. Because we ain't doing that, you don't take it seriously, man. But soon you're going to take this word seriously. Soon all these words that we speak to you in the name of Yahawah, once they come true, then you're going to see it, man. It's going to prove us to be true and you a liar, man. Okay? Right? Okay? Hey, this is spiritual, man. This is Psalm chapter 119 and 9. Wherefore shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word. So the scriptures say, a young man, you may cleanse your way, because the scriptures say our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. We done committed all kinds of iniquities and broke the Lord's law, sin upon sin, okay? But when we take, for not hearing the Lord's word, but when we take heed to the Most High's word, is what it says. Wherefore shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. See, that's the thing. From thy commandments. Let me not wander from thy commandments. That's the way you're going to follow the Lord. That's the way you're going to show love and reverence to the Most High. When you follow his commandments, you take heed to his word. That's his word. His commandments are his word. Right? Okay? And that's the way you're going to cleanse yourself, man. You can wash up with all the soap you want. You can put on a perfume. And the scriptures say take nitrate, whatever. You're still unclean, man. Right? Okay? It says, thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. Reading on, it says,